everyone, and welcome to our second part on world champion Emanuel Lasker. And today I will quickly focus on 4 world championship matches that he played between 1907 and 1910. I mean, it's pretty amazing how chess tournaments and world championship matches were at that time. No real system. If I look at some of the tournaments, he played some big ones. For example, let's say Paris 1900, then the next one was Cambridge Springs 1904, another one in 1906, St. Petersburg, huge tournament 1909, another St. Petersburg 1914. Huge gaps between tournaments. That's why not so many games, but long tournament, 20, 30 rounds, some of those tournaments. Now, world championship matches, okay, that's really amazing. At that time, the title belonged to the champion, not to a federation or the FIDE. FIDE didn't exist at that time. It belonged to the player itself, and he could set the demands for a match. So from the rematch that against Steinitz, that was in 96-97, it was no less than 10 years, 10, 11 years, before another world championship match took place. And that's the one that we are going to see right now. So 10, 11 years without any world championship match. Now, Frank Marshall, an American player, was in the tradition of Morphy and so on, a very aggressive player, fearless, Kasparov described him, a fearless chess cowboy, with the first chance would rush into unpredictable complications. So, many people that are fan of, Shirov, Tal, many others in history like that, Morphy, would really appreciate his chess, his games. He won actually a very big tournament in 1904, the Cambridge Springs one. I mentioned it just before going over the tournament, with amazing score, plus 11 and 4 draws. Unbelievable. 2 points ahead of Lasker, that was the world champion. So, very soon they found money, and then, okay, the young Marshall, all this excitement getting to the match, bang. 8 losses and 7 draws. He didn't beat Lasker even once, and 8 losses. Many times that's what happens when a huge tactical player is meeting a great positional one. That was no exception, and the game that we will see now is the first game of the match, Lasker with the black pieces. And interesting point here. Let's start. All right. Some possibilities for Berlin, not saying much and not discussing much the opening. I want to go to our critical point. Queen take e5, of course, there was f3. All right, f6. And interesting, Lasker himself, okay, knows how to throw a punch or two, play this f6 to open the game, and d4. The idea is that the f2 square is available for the queen if the bishop just retreats. For example, if bishop d2, okay, there are just no pieces around the king, and actually the rook will use the f2 square with some immediate, very nasty ideas there to finish the game. I mean, this position is just resignable for white. Okay, so g3 was played, and here an interesting thing. First of all, this is a very, very accurate play and combination by Lasker. Somewhere it is suggested that, okay, bishop takes d4 is a mistake played